These are the agents they played the last time I believe they played this map, and there are no changes.
The season, 2 weeks to kind of figure things out, but obviously FPX first. We'll see how this one goes. We're already jumping into the action here, Tom, and very quickly it looks like Big want to take that fight towards bathroom, having already secured the site pretty much.
Yeah, you know, it's a good first kill when it comes in with 3 assists alongside it. Zyppan will at least be able to trade. It's going red doesn't match red and green doesn't match green, so either that or I've lost my mind.
Yeah, of course, Big on that attack side, looking to take all that space. And at this point, FPX are going to have a tough time really fighting their way back into this one. Looks like it's all but concluded, and the pistol's going to go in favor of that attack side, unless Sugetsu's got a big play up his sleeve, and you can see those shots not landing at first. Now the time's just going to be way too far gone. Nicely opened up. Big take the first round now. One of the more valuable weapons they have, but obviously he wants to have that control over Hookah to fight on the site. Sadly, he won't be gaining it this time, and the rest of the players, actually, it's just Shao cleaning it all up. He's got 4 in this round.
Because they still have this control. Ardiis, all he really needs to do is just make sure no one can cut him from behind, and that flash was just sick. So he gets to easy couple of kills, and now the remaining players are literally stuck within that hookah spot, in with a crossfire. Shouldn't be able to get anything, but Twisten still does, Mitch. He's dead, but I don't know how he gets both of them.
To help them out on this, it has to be the sheriff duels that go their way. On that grab well. That eliminates Kaspe immediately. Well handled, but still plenty of ground left for FPX to defend. Drone's going to spot the first. They know that AslaN's up close as well. They'll swing to try and catch them off guard. That doesn't work. And Obnoks gets nothing done either. This is exactly what I was saying. You'll lose all the duels.
When we come into the switch up onto like Sky or something, and then you have Jet for him. Good start though. AslaN already finding one, and here comes that showstopper. Almost too easy. How is Twisten winning these battles?
Ridiculous.
Like, it's the second one that doesn't make sense every time.
There's just no way he should be able to get away with that. At least he'll be punished eventually. I love that setup. The Gravwell on long means you either have to fight the entire team on long or get killed by the guy coming out of hookah. It completely sections off that player, pushing through the smoke here. Big mistake. And with Angel falling, there is no chance for this round. FPX are going to go and save, and that gives Big a third. I'm pretty outside A, and now Viper util back up to try and stop these guys from pushing on through. Sorry, no, it's just gone down. Oh, okay, so the timing's worked out decently well, and they've picked off Zyppan. Still getting to that site with 20 seconds left is going to be tough. The grab well slows them. Another kill on the cross. Time now starting to be a big old issue. It's time to get that planted, but God B swings into heavy traffic with a 4K Sugetsu. Gets it done on the back side to put 4-3 on the board.
Have the information of where the players are, so yeah, it was well played. How's he hit the last round shot and then Twisten's just owned him this time?
Yeah, I'm not. Ooh, that's a nice nade and grab. Well, Shao had no chance and caught up in it. Angel wanted to get aggressive and pull the advantage back into their favor. It's not going to work out, and Zyppan's down. Revealed in the open and dealt with all too easily. The rotates come in quickly to the B site. Now, on both sides, though, because ardiis is here as well, but he's just a little bit late to catch them crossing the site.
Yeah, he's not going to be given the chance to. Twist. Yeah, information claimed by Zyppan, and oh, Twist. What? It looked like it went through him. Did he jump over a showstopper? Is that what I've just witnessed? It doesn't matter. He died anyway, but that might be the most techie way to dodge a showstopper. It seems like almost like a Fast and Furious movie where it's just like something's come flying and he just gone, whoa, and it's like there is no way you could have reacted that fast.
Cool guys don't look at explosions, right? Well, there you go, Guppies. Closing out this round. 5 for Big in the end. Long early. I think they're even going to then just drone this out and spot it early on.
Oh, nice aggression from Shao, though. He switched his spot on the map. Oh, it's perfect from Gob, though. He didn't even have the support for someone else to beat, and he goes through and gets Angel as well. The IGL leading the charge in this round. And after what was an incredible start, in fact, from Shao, it's still going to be an afterplant once again.
Big have certainly secured that, and even elbow as well. Twisten not looking to stop that push until it's that 3v2. FPX have to get themselves out of this choke point. They're worried about that flank coming around from elbow, and all the while Big are just making their way towards long nice and slowly. Even another for a stun. Yeah, I think this one might be done. Well, they used the stun first. Interesting.
I guess they just knew that they had Twisten in spot, so if anybody was defusing, they'd be completely stunned. And then if that doesn't work and he spots that someone's defusing, can pull them back.
But one more round here for FPX will help them out. It'll even the playing field moving into the next, and the likelihood still in question. Angel making things a little bit easier, but somehow on that wide swing, Twisten still managed to get a kill onto the back of site. I think it was a jump peek. Just ridiculous. That's where he killed a player, right in front of ardiis.
Well, maybe a little bit of luck that I don't know if it would have made that much of a difference in the round. Another dominating half coming out from Big, and it's not
it's better. It's happy. They can just put that behind them. Doesn't matter why you lost all those B rounds. Let's just win some B rounds now. And FPX are going to look towards the B side. Early trades, 1-to-1 in their favor. Jumping out of hookah, not going to be great for Angel. And his teammates need to make it out long if he's to even do that. Otherwise, he's just going to be mowed down on the way. One kill might not be enough. And you see that FPX are still going to stall this out. Wait.
Whether or not he'll catch him on the way through and he's not looking. It should be for free. Oh, the classic could be unkind. And AslaN's going to get nothing for it. That might just be the turning point. But the remaining players are so desperately low. If Kaspe can find either of them, there's a chance, but Shao just waiting in the corner. It's left all onto Obnoks. The patience of FPX, something we've known for an eternity under Angel's leadership, has paid dividends in this round and leaves a 1v3.
Obnoks has at least 2 players very low on HP, but it has to be duels that he takes them down in, not having any damage dealing utility. And now he's quite low himself. Dealt with in the end. FPX take the pistol and through hookah, and the rotates are coming in. But on the A site, we've still got Twisten in position. And he's so aggressive as well, but he's giving away his spot. Bobby's known to be pushing through the TP, but he's dropped the spike. Oh, everything's going Big's way in these duels. The rifles winning out, the positioning fantastic, and now the time too far gone for Angel to have any chance.
Yeah, he might be able to at least get a kill onto Kaspe, but that'll be all. Just probably looking to try and save the weapon into the next round. Not really any benefit other than just the cost he can cause to his opposition, and the same really for Big. It'd be nice.
He's still able to put up those numbers. It's so nice to see him take that confidence route, something that Angel used to spearhead himself. The entry fragging, IGL smoker. Double kill for FPX. They've got control, but God B storms into the site. That was through Viper utility and everything.
Yeah. They've actually still brought this back though. Gonna have a little bit of extra damage done, but not anything to really write home about. And
they put the
information at least where 1 or 2 of these players are. Twisten looking to try and clear the site still, and the elbow control could become a bit of an issue. Trying to clear both of these angles at once is going to be fairly difficult, but instead they actually use the Viper util to try and force him out of the corner. ardiis, though, will land the shot anyway. And now AslaN on 70 HP has to try and clutch versus 2. The first will go his way, but the blast pack forcing him. It got a little dicey.
Kill them if they're on the side close. So it was strange. Maybe a bit of miscommunication, a bit of panic. Oh, no! AslaN's been caught in his ultimate, but Angel kept on going, and well, that has taught him a lesson. I've never seen this level of aggression from IGLs. Like, God B goes, oh, they've got B, and they put a Viper Orb, I'll run through it. And then Angel is like, oh, some of them have pistols, and there's a Viper's Pit, I'm in. I'm running through mid.
Oh, he's managed to catch one right at the end as well. It was looking like a pretty decent spot for FPX, but now the remaining 2 have to try and turn the tide. They will have a rotation, but look how quick God B is, and he's spotted the head of Zyppan as well. Both players knowing where the other is, but he only has a pistol. It's a classic. He literally has brought nothing into this round, and by the looks of it, he's going to get hit with a showstopper, but it's for a trade. That's absolutely fine. Big have made it work with very little in this round. They came in with 1 rifle and some pistols.
Sure.
Early for FPX.
Sure, I realize, yeah, FPX have literally ran the clock down massively. Well, Angel had the rifle, and he got completely isolated. That utility coming out of Viper, hasn't been challenged all round. You're pushing the A site versus Viper util versus a Viper who still has both snake bites with 20 seconds left on the clock. Now, That doesn't sound like a great scenario, and that would be why. Obviously, everybody except Angel having pistols or Spectre for their opponents to start pushing forward. This time, FPX wait for the Viper util to cycle, but the snake bites are still there, helping out on the hold on long. Then one goes down to stop the mid push. I mean, again, FPX are running perfectly into Big's utility. The defense couldn't ask for a better situation. Maybe they could if AslaN wasn't stuck in this corner, because now he's in trouble, but he deals with ardiis.
Yeah, and it's left onto Shao. Again, the time is his main enemy here. Well, other than the 3 players currently waiting with the spike right in front of him, but I don't see a way that he comes out of this round with any level of success, and Obnoks is there to close it out. Goes back to try and retrieve the other gun. godb will be there with information that they're pushing in towards the site, and he has a crossfire with Kaspe, who is not going to be checked for, and he's actually trying to fight back into this, giving away into the round, but with godb still here, they need to clear him, and there is support looking to try and round the corner. Fact is, though, godb is the only one standing.
Oh, FPX did so well in this round, but it comes down to ardiis. He's had a tough game so far, and with a bulldog, I'm not feeling a whole lot better about his chances. That shock dart, it's basically heat-seeking him. 60 HP now to make this clutch happen. godb's not much healthier, but he has the element of surprise. As he creeps around through elbow, he's going to have this cross covered. ardiis looking to catch him pushing out through spawn. Will his spidey senses tingle? No.
Oh my God.
He's got his back turned. godb executes Sova diff to close this one out. And big diff with 13-7, commanding a dominant lead over this defensive side.
The stars a little later, just to almost try and call in that bait that was going in onto the other side of the map, and they will actually know that, at least for now, there is no one within the site. Zyppan's going to catch the push in from Twisten as well. However, the spike has been dropped out in the open. This gives a little bit of an opportunity for Big to fight this one back. The swing from godb, he's still just going ham. It's left onto him once again in the clutch situation. He's heard the reload, and of course, the big man himself.
Time for FPX, but it's about getting these players ready to push back out. Flash from Twisten doesn't have anybody pushing with it, and now he's on the side alone, but getting away with it. He'll barely make it around the corner, getting tagged by a bullet on his way, but he swings back into heavy traffic, taking down ardiis, keeping the advantages in their favor, but the res can come through. Zyppan was being picked back up, but then the swing came in from everybody else. Big rallying to the rest of their team.
Oh, that's such a good knife.
Good knife.
It's got them so much information, but it didn't catch the one player lurking outside.
Who was
It's
tagged?
so frustrating. That's Spike.
I mean, they spotted him. They spotted him, but the reaction wasn't there in time. Twisten doing some good damage. He's dealing with most of these pistols, and Shao is going to try his best to refrag here on A. He's actually heard the player running back. He has really good timing on that peek, and godb is caught unaware. But look who's here. By the time he gets to side, Obnoks is going to be waiting. Is Shao going to expect someone to be tucked on short? There were only 3 players alive when he got that first kill. Oh, he spotted him. Good information to play with. Has an idea on the second player too. That reveal clears out the back of the site, but Obnoks had already repositioned.
Was on its own with the rest of the team pushing.
Oh, the aggression coming right out of ardiis, and he's able to catch Kaspe, not with the knives, but with the classic, and now wide swinging on sight for another. Twisten's gone down. Oh, Big have fallen apart. They face pistols and a blade storm. The blade storm doesn't get a kill, but the pistols most certainly do. They get more than just a fair few. The whole team practically on the floor at this point. AslaN and godb having to fight back, and it's a scrappy 2v5. In fact, now AslaN needs the ace, and he'll get nowhere close to it. A second round for FPX, that's going to cause some major problems now. Delaying this retake that little bit more, adding precious few extra seconds onto that clock. Twisten does a damn good job of picking the kill up and then ulting to stop any further execution from coming through. This is Big down and out. Worry about, but that's both smoked and nano swarmed off. Now a fragment to secure. Should be able to get this plant nicely, and I'm not even sure if godb was visible to ardiis there. Maybe he followed the arrow. Either way, they've done a lot of damage and pretty much secured this round with very few hiccups.
Yeah, looking much cleaner. I think they're using their utility well to try and find that information. I think they've also, like, this is something they struggled with on their attacking side. I guess you can use it as almost like a semi-free entry.
Well, speaking of semi-free entries, Zyppan
All right.
done a good job. That blade is not going to catch Twisten. The steps will have been heard, though. They knew exactly where he was, so he won't get away with that. He had to run to avoid the blade, obviously. And that's cost him his life.
Considering how these early rounds went, this is looking like a very different FPX. Getting into gear a little bit on this attacking side, and well, completely clean, dominating in this round. And I quite like this idea. Just try and lock them out of the site, not give them information. And there you go, over the top comes the frag, and that's enough to destroy it. They were ready and prepared for that lineup, and now this becomes very difficult for the defenders to get back in. Obnoks, he's still fighting, doing what he can, but Angel is so ready with that trade. And
if that was AslaN's Cloudburst, I mean, it lost them the round. That's the skull! Oh, God! Nobody else peek this guy, please. No, you can't do it. Okay, well, they got away with it. And they'll get the res through as well. Gobby's going to try and deny it, but there's heavy traffic there. A lot of players staring at him.
I cannot use that.
Shock darts could actually do a hell of a lot here, but clearing the closer corner.
Suppression is gone, yeah. You see the Sugetsu moves into position, pops down that lockdown. Big are going to hold on here for a moment. Gobby is suppressed, so no shock darts to come through. Nothing that... I mean, he hasn't got any, but he couldn't do anything about it.
This rotation out. Gobby's gone nowhere. He's still just sat in this corner, and Shao's walking with his knife out. It's free, and now the remaining players can look to try and rotate back in. FPX might have just misplayed this completely. It's Gobby again. It's just going to clutch out another round. This man's brain is far too big. I'm just sprinting this one through, but it seems like the call has been made to go back. And actually, Zyppan's going to get one through the wall. Not a bad start, but the rest of the players are still looking to make that push in towards the side. Zyppan sticking around, will come out with a second. He does well. The other player has fallen back, and they'll be able to play the retake with a man advantage.
Their favor. Gravwell about to make Gobby that little bit easier to kill, but AslaN somehow gets away with a lot. The one kill, Gobby, 14 HP, though, won't be doing very much. Obnoks, he's wall banging while running, and now got another bolt through the wall. 3 kills for Obnoks as Big take the pistol. That was a choice. Now we got a fragment that has actually landed down on the site. I know. Oh, Twisten! He gets caught running through. I think he was about to die to his own fragment, but FPX are making sure there's no embarrassment for Big, other than the fact that they might just lose the second round to practically an eco. Zyppan lands another, leaving Kaspe all by himself. A big round from this Astra main, a support player, as we call him, and both players are peeking together. This is going to be tough, and he's taken down by Zyppan's Sheriff, the 3rd player to meet that fate in this round.
They are going to get a plant. Extra credits at least. Rifle also. Gobby.
Yeah, he bought that this round, right? He played the hero rifle, which, I mean, it's Gobby playing the hero rifle. It's a point of its own, but he's been dropped. Now the chances go down so much more. We need these pistols to show up. Zyppan making quick work of it. That flash was perfect, and the defuse should be easily found. Obnoks not really having the right weapon for spamming through. Sure, it has the penetration, but not really the ammunition or fire rate to make that happen.
Yeah, well, I'm hopeful.
That was disgusting. That hit Twisten as well. He's down to a sliver of health, and ardiis is not looking to give up just yet, but that might be a mistake. Over-aggression, perhaps. Looks like Sugetsu's at least avoided getting hit by that knife, but he has been spotted. The drone flying overhead. They've got a star down, and, well, the stuns come through on both sides. A little bit late from the defense. The kill had already happened. Angel is going to be dealt with as well. They're coming in, funneling one at a time onto the site. FPX weren't winning the duels, but Zyppan does manage to drop the spike and make this round a little bit more winnable. But they still have shock darts to play with, at least one here. And then they know that the cubby is clear. All they've got to do is play the long angles, but, you know, that's the hard part. They were really hoping someone played a little bit more aggressive. Shao! What a good read. How much information will that drone get? Nothing more than they already knew. A Hunter's Fury will be activated to try and pursue. It gets ardiis. Shao is down, and while this is a good push so far, they at least know that Angel's stuck in this corner and should be able to isolate those duels. But with Obnoks going down, this becomes very dangerous indeed. They've just allowed Angel to walk out, making it back over to the site and waiting to take this peek onto Kaspe, who's dealt with right away. A big blow for FPX with Gobby left alone. This man has been clutched so far and already got a triple kill, fading away to A long. where he'll
just gonna
actually
run.
successfully get a rotate to the C side. Plant is actually really nicely angled for him. A recon to play with, but I mean, there's nothing to block vision for Sugetsu. He's a killjoy, and the alarm bot's already been used. Time to tap that and wait for a peek, and Gabi is just way too quick. I want to see them even lose that many players, but FPX have rotated in the B site. They want to crunch this with the weaker weapons. Angel's already able to pick up a triple opening.
What?
Talking about fragging IGLs, and Angel steps it up, not to be forgotten. 10 to 8, FPX have won the round. That's one of the reasons we love to watch this guy play the game. But Gabi, the IGL on the other side, has had a very short life in this pistol round for Big. They've bought what they can, but they're not getting a whole lot done with it. Ardiis is hunting them down. Having used his Blade Storm in the previous round, he almost aces this one. Short by 1 kill. 11 to 8. This doesn't have to think, and he just has to aim. He's one of the best players in the world, man. This guy's nuts. And we saw it dominating EU for so long back in the day. Sugetsu only able to find the one here now under a lot of pressure. The operator only has 1 shot left, and he won't even fire it. Zyppan comes to save the day, though. A Hunter's Fury landed onto Kaspe, and Big might just have ran out of luck. Twisten is the last man alive, tucked in on this site. No spike possession. And at this point, with 18 HP and being revealed, yeah, that's how he thought it was going. 4 chances now for FPX to close out this map. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with it. Well, a lot of trouble here as Big push into the site and just get torn to shreds in the initial duels. Maybe a chance. Twisten, though, is having to be revived. And with Gabi swinging out into the final players, it was a foregone conclusion, really. Even though he did shock dart ardiis, 13 to 8 to close this map out. FPX are taking us to map number 3.
Which could have a huge amount of impact over on this defense first. No flashes as well on the side of FPX, but you do have that drone.
Not been able to pick him off, and I don't even think he took any damage, which is definitely a little bit of a surprise considering the position he was in. AslaN has just run all the way into the spawn of his opposition, but will be traded out just after 1 kill. It's going to be
An Angel had to take up that orb, go for the peek. There's the recon, and there's the peek after, but Twisten's a little bit too quick, securing the site almost instantly. Big, they've won this round.
Yeah, and a solid start from Twisten as well. Yeah, so I'm excited for this. As I said, they have the pocket player, and it's just a setup. It peeks out to go, okay, I'll destroy the Tiger so they don't get that information. They don't get rid of any utility that we have set up, and instead knows that there's at least somebody up top taking that control, and with Gabi on the other side, they'll have a decent idea. They're going to clear the first player. Obnoks, the flash is good. He's just delaying. He's buying time, trying to allow for the rotation to come through, and he's done a decent job of it, but it will still be an afterplan.
Having control to go to their opponents, but they have so much to deal with as they push out and so little to deal with it with. Gabi caught on the judge. AslaN's down, and Sugetsu's got them all. An off angle it was, and a round win in the end for FPX.
On the close corner as well is something they can no longer clear with the drone. He's actually going to get aggressive. Didn't expect the player to have crossed. Maybe a little bit much as the solo defender, although the rotation from Kaspe is in fast, and with nobody really backing up Zyppan. This is a fantastic hold. We're just seeing multi-frag after multi-frag in this match so far, and well, ardiis got a lot still to do and no utility to do it with.
Those shock darts already expanded, and
so awful.
4 players ready to swing on him. The judge upgraded for Gabi.
An easy hold. Twisten is still going to go looking for those exits, but Shao is waiting. And on the other side of things, it seems like AslaN is just going to save.
Full heaven control now to play with from FPX. An interesting adaptation. Oh, that Angel's been ruined. They had a trap wire there, as if they were ready for it. Maybe not for the ult, but for the player to come through. 3v3 in the end, and look who's stuck on the site. Kaspe about to be spotted, and now he's in trouble. They might look to isolate him on the site. ardiis has been deleted at least, but here comes that showstopper hunting them down. They get on out, and there's a slow orb to guarantee that rocket will not find any target. Without it landing its mark, FPX have a man disadvantage, but time on their side, Tom, and they just need to run this clock down. If Sugetsu gets out of here... Oh, he's actually under heaven as well. AslaN checks it inside the cloudburst. He's surviving for now, and he'll right-click him out of the map. What a beautiful round from Big. That retake was textbook.
All back to look upon, but it leaves isolated jewels, and versus these pistols, that leaves an opportunity, but Kaspe gets the right timing on the peak. Might actually be a kill coming through, but it's not going to be anything more. FPX finding a double and leaving just 3 players standing, one of them within the site, and Zyppan just goes huge. ardiis from behind as well, and it's left onto AslaN, a 1v4 turn 3, a tough clutch.
Yeah, indeed, a very tough task ahead of AslaN, and he realizes that maybe it's not worth committing to either. Those players trapped over towards the vents, they don't know that there's this many players about to peek them. They certainly suspect there's some combat coming. Lots of damage taken, flash in, and oh, Kaspe takes his time on that one. He ends up gravwelling himself, and he'll make it away, getting the reload off before falling to Shao's bullets. Big with the disadvantage, everybody coming in through spawn, no heaven control. And now fighting against the blind as well. The timing for Twisten. Luckily, ardiis is there to trade.
I'm probably a little bit confused, but it won't matter in the end. Soigetsu has put himself into a fantastic position. We've also got the Cosmic Divide, which, well, peeking through that with an operator is nigh on a death sentence, and they're going to go looking to try and find him, but the fact is he's already left. Come at me.
Yeah, a curious choice. What's he going to do now? He can't even get close to them. There's a blast pack right behind him. He's ran through, and it's still being watched. They were ready for that play, and they found another. Kaspe's gone down in the 1-to-1 trades. The site's now theirs. There's a player in heaven challenging, and Obnoks has gone down. It was a 2v2. AslaN had an op. This was winnable, but Obnoks just went absolutely crazy, swinging out for that fight. And now it has to be the clutch that's just never going to happen. 5-5. FPX. They play for the pick here. See if they can get it. Angel's not looking. That timing is terrible for Kaspe. He peeks around the corner. Oh, well, maybe it's not. Because I guess he's caught Sogetsu off guard. Another kill for Gobi. Okay, now you definitely don't save. This is more than winnable. This is favorable. There's plenty of time left on the clock. Angel. Shao! He was shifting through the smoke, and he's caught as well. That is gorgeous by Big. A round that I was ready to call it quits and ruin their day. Instead, they gamble to the B side, and FPX are running right into it.
Almost playing off what happened prior. It's going to be a swing out from Twisten. He actually gets away with that, and we'll find the information. And now with the remaining players looking to be on cleanup, but Shao has managed to find a trade. They have the site under their control. It definitely looks like a retake setup, and what ardiis is just trying to deny as long as possible, hoping to be handed an individual jewel. Well, there it is. Shao takes the head clean off of AslaN, leaving just 2 players remaining. One of them looking to try and make some space for the other, and Godby's going to land the shot again. It's all onto Shao, and with the res coming through, he might even just swing off of this, but instead, Shao has the chance to take both. He's wary of the flank coming through, and eventually AslaN will land a crucial operator shot.
That they are, yeah, steaming in towards the side. This is going to be kind of difficult with 2 players down towards side and main. Okay, that's the adaptation. FPX was going to say they almost have to leave the site. Instead, they push up mid. Already finding 2 kills. Zyppan is on fire. Another headshot landed. Any doubt about this round going to FPX is surely now settled. But look at the HP of Zyppan. He could go down and leave Angel and Shao to do it all. The upside being that they've got the spike secured.
Still got players watching in towards B main as well, knowing that this hasn't been stolen away. The worry is that Zyppan's the one taking the peek, but he was just looking for the information. They end up getting both, and then Kaspe takes off the head of Shao. Disgusting. The cam
they haven't
might
cammed
not
it.
actually see anything. They're going to go
call.
up towards Angel instead, and that might be the perfect play. The other 2 players should be absolutely screwed here. And while now playing sight with this gun, it's not going to work. Great clearing. That's doing your due diligence right there from... The site still gets one. I thought for a second he might get the reload off, but hey, it was nowhere near as bad as we thought it could be.
Well, let's go. I mean, Zyppan! How does he make it so close in that situation? Attack?
Yes.
Yeah, it has to be. Why did they slow? I guess the slow was just late. I don't know why AslaN's dead. How is ardiis killing all these people?
All right, then. That was interesting. Just a couple of spans, pre-fire angles, and ardiis has taken down 2. Oh, I thought for a second the lineup would come in, but Turned it into a 2 versus 4 scenario.
And I've just thrown it back in my face. Let's give him a chance here. Gobby's been nuts, and he's dropped immediately. Angel winning the battle of the brains, or, well, the battle of the aims, I suppose, this time. Block off the side itself. Move into the right. There's the flash. There's the peek. Yes, they're running the right lane. You don't normally see this from teams, and Zyppan didn't expect it either. The ult is destroyed, taken out of the round, but they still need to deal with Sugetsu. They know that he plays this site. They know he put that cage down just a moment ago, activated it, and now they'll deal with him on the back of the site. Very well handled by Big, and now they end up in a 3 versus 2 with Kaspe getting healed on up.
They do have to be careful. Incredibly low HP on Obnoks. Almost seems like it's going to end up as a 2 versus 2, and well, he's still going to manage getting a kill. It's left onto Angel. It's a little bit tight, and he's aware that there could be a potential wraparound. Obnoks is just selling this as a fake. He's trying to bait Angel in while his IGL looks to try and wrap back around, but Angel is aware of it. He gets the timing spot on, and now into a 1v1 with basically 1 HP on the other side. It could not have been better played by Angel, and he will have himself this defuse.
Well deserved. I think we'll be forced to an eco.
Oh, it's a pace change though, and well, Shao is going to meet his maker seconds into the round. Spike dropped, but more importantly, they've managed to even things up, and actually ardiis is just going to throw in the Hunter's Fury, give them the advantage. AslaN has gone so far, but again, he will fall.
Okay, well played by Twisten to at least grab one. But now they know where he is, so they're going to pick the pace up towards the side a little bit. Leave Kaspe by himself, but he does manage to sneak out towards main. A Gravwell there to play with, dragging anybody off the site. We've seen the second star used for stun earlier on to great value. FPX are trying to mitigate that entirely by making a play towards main. And they're... Oh, this is smart. You're still going to have to deal with that Astra utility. They're going to just tap it right now, make them spam, and as they do, return fire. This needs to be diffused here and now, and that it will be. Hold on. Is the time too long? It's close.
He's got it.
He's going to get it by 0.18 of a second. FPX get away with an 8th round. That they're a super patient team on the defense as well, but they will get aggressive at times. Right here on mid, it's going surprisingly well up against the Blade Storm, and then the peek out from ardiis. Only good for 1.
You will not kill my ally.
Yeah, res available to bring back Obnoks, and I imagine that will complete the healing process as well. It's position from Sugetsu though. They've been so aggressive in this round with the fights into middle. There's an opportunity for him to get 2, and he hits the timing perfect.
Together, in fact, FPX do the exact opposite. This could not be any more separate. 3 players coming from 3 separate angles. But will Big expect that? It was necessary to send Angel down to break the wall, create an extra angle for them to worry about. Now B main getting pushed up as well. But look at the positions they're in. These are ratty little spots from Big. They should be able to at least find the one, and Gobby steps up again. 1 more needed, and he knows exactly where Twisten is. Time on his side, but he can't just sit in the corner and let himself be pushed. He'll go out on the wider angle, but Sugetsu catches him. This is a nice little gap there for Shao to spray through. He's taking a lot of risks, and well, they paid off somewhat. ardiis wasn't even aiming at him, crouching, running, spraying, and he catches a kill onto the low HP player of Obnoks. AslaN low himself. Kaspe is one of the main hopes for this round, and well, hope is quickly fading from the attacking side. Lockdown like that. This play on B, exactly right, Tom. It is a bait, but there's still plenty of players across the map to cover this one down. In fact, barely any assistance is needed here, with Kaspe being the only player close by, and a shock dart is how he meets his demise. Got B caught on the way through, gives 11-9 in flawless fashion, towards that side of the map through vents, but now they're coming down through sewers, and well, this is going to be a bit of an awkward fight. Not expecting it at all. Big, they've ran into another player in mid, and they don't know Zyppan's here as well. He's able to get them all. 3 up close. Damage done to Obnoks from the snake bite. And although the Seekers are chasing Twisten, down below, he's got good timing. Great space. And there's not a double. Angel is going to be dropped in the end, leaving Sugetsu to do it all. Rotating in from the A site. They know he was here earlier on. And so that's going to give Obnoks the confidence to just straight up plant it. But Sugetsu's getting here, swinging in from heaven. That's the plan. stopped for now, and that's it. Great repositioning, great read by Sagetsu, and 12 for FPX.
Stopper does damage, but again, the heals come through.
AslaN just needs to sit there and wait for that health to be regenerated, but the nade forces him out of position. A good frag for Zyppan, but it's the first for the side of FPX. Still so much to play with here for Big, and Kaspe's got a great angle. Low HP on Zyppan, dealt with right away too. The site is now theirs, and FPX have a tough retake ahead of them. They need a big play, and ardiis has to do it all. Not a chance. 2 more rounds for Big to hit an OT here. It's not done just yet. Isn't going to be all too easy for the rest of the team.
Has a surprising Viper's Pit. Like, because it basically means that he has to sit back as well, and ends up just walking in. It achieves very little, and Twisten just popping heads as they go.
Holding A, your Vents player plays mid with you, easy peasy. They decided to use it there on the retake. Now, this is a much harder round for FPX. With weaker weapons, Shao isn't able to do anything, but ardiis comes to save the day! A triple! The trade there for Angel! FPX, dramatic timing perhaps, as they come in at the last minute to close this map out. Twisten has to 1v3, and he won't even get the first. Man himself, Angel, to close it. 2-1. Look, we wanted a close series. We got it.